And all the big defining moments in my entrepreneurial journey have when I've been like, okay, I see that I have an Achilles heel. I see that there's this thing that I'm ignoring, that I'm not facing, that's uncomfortable. And when I turned towards it and leaned in, I didn't lose all my other strengths. They came with me, but I became a more well-rounded person and created this like big exponential growth in my, sometimes in my commercial success and sometimes in my own personal fulfillment, and usually both. And Bloom is an amazing example of that. So I'll share my Bloom story and then we can hear your Bloom story. So Bloom is a festival that I founded. We built a festival out of nothing and we had 200 people for 4 days. How's the sound going?
No,
is it all good?
I just want to put it behind me so it's not hitting my earrings.
Cool.
Yeah,
so I founded this festival called Bloom, 200-person dance and embodiment transformational festival. Tashka was an amazing performer and facilitator. And I knew at that point, but prior to that, most of the businesses that I'd been operating in, I was kind of I was the integrator to the visionary. There's this concept in rocket fuel of the visionary and the integrator. The visionary is typically like a charismatic leader who comes up with the concept, and then the integrator translates that into reality and hires the staff, manages the staff, deals with the detail, has their head to the ground. And I loved that life, but I wanted to try out visionary. I wanted to be the visionary and be the leader of the business and do something that had a deeper calling for me that was aligned with my passion and my inspiration and my unique contribution. And what it meant was being the star, being the front face of something and taking the risk of showing up in public and saying, hey, there's this new thing, that someone hasn't done before around these parts, and come with me and it's going to be awesome. It's going to be a really satisfying experience and like kind of leading the people in a new direction. And that was a new skill for me. Like I'd never done that, and leaning into that, my whole personality structure opened up and I learned how to do so many things that I couldn't before. And that it's like running that festival ticked a box off on my soul's bucket list. It was like not even the rational thing, not the obvious next step, but it was something that I needed to do. And the thing that I got out of it was a confidence to show up. Essentially, it was a confidence to show up in front of other people. Like I was promoting it on socials and talking about my personal journey every single day for months, and revealing myself to the world. There's a courage in that. It's so beautiful. And now, like since that festival's ended, I know I can do that for anything now. I know next time, like I'm thinking about programs and products I want to offer, and I know that I can put myself out there and be courageous in that way. And it's opened up my sense of what's possible in business more than ever before. And the other thing that it's done is it's unlocked the next step in the journey.